Aliyekuwa waziri wa utumishi wa umma Justin Muturi amesema walinzi wake wameondolewa, akisema hatua hii ni ya kumtishia kwa sababu ya msimamo wake mkali dhidi ya serikali. Muturi ambaye ni spika wa zamani wa bunge la kitaifa anasema anafaa kuwa na walinzi kama baadhi ya marupurupu ya kustaafu kama spika.
The reaction from government has been the immediate withdrawal of my security, which happened last evening. My security personnel were instructed not to report on duty on the basis that, as they told me, that I'm fighting the government. But I said it's okay. There are very many Kenyans without, government security, and therefore it is not the kind of thing that really should worry somebody. But it's just to observe that, under the law, the retirement benefits, designated state officers retirement, Act, Chapter 197B, deputy presidents, retired speakers of the Houses of Parliament, Chief Justice and Deputy Chief Justice, former Prime Minister, former Vice President, are all covered in that Act. That's the appropriate office. Yes. But, because I'm sure the Auditor General is going to ask, what was the opinion of the Attorney General?
But were you also, didn't you advise around taxes and SHA? Were you part of, in a sense, the rot that you're exposing?
Let me tell you about this, not just SHA, the 4 laws. When the cabinet memo was brought to us, one morning we were in Kakamega State Lodge for a cabinet meeting by Nakumicha. She brought me like this. I told her, what is this? I cannot sign a cabinet memo just like this. This is not the way to go about it. She told me, CS National Treasurer has already signed. I said, it doesn't matter. She ran to the president, who was then with his deputy Rigiji at Kakamega State Lodge. Then they called me, and I go and I tell them, we cannot do cabinet memos this way. The cabinet, even the cabinet secretary, even the AG, it's not just the AG, it is the office. There are people, and I told you, various departments who have to check through. And there's a lot of consultation. Occasionally, you will sit about 3, 4, 5 people, and I want to know, why did you arrive at this? Why did you yourself, why is it you prefer this? So that we come up with sound legal advice. Now, I'm told, sign. So when she went and reported the president and his deputy, I told them, no, you know what? I can't sign. The president played with me, he told me, JB, we promised people universal health coverage, what? I said, yeah, I am sympathetic to that, because for me, it's good for the citizens of this country. But I told him, but this procedure is not right. And besides, I've seen something that purports to be draft bills. If I'm going to agree to sign the CAB memo, these draft bills must be forwarded to me as Attorney General to review them with clear drafting instructions as what it is each bill hopes to achieve. That's 2 weeks ago. When this is the process of interviewing chairperson for the IEBC, there's a lady who actually admitted. She's called, she said her name, Wajiko Manegene, one of the candidates. She admitted, you can check, that she says among the consultants she has done with the government is that she is part of the team that drafted the health laws. And she was asked, then you drafted. She said, yes. And after that, where did you take them? We took them to Parliament. Took this. For me, it came as a surprise, because I was going I was still going to reveal to the world that I never took part. But she actually did it for me. That I kept telling people those bills did not come through the AG's office. Because remember, even the Council of Governors and a lot of issues with them. And that also some of the things I was pointing out to the president and his deputy then at Kakamega.
Is this evidence you're willing to share?
Yeah.
About the not
about some of the several views you've held.
Yeah.
And any of the allegations, you can share them. with us.
Like which one? Now that one, that one, you know, I don't even have to, because
some of it, like the Kakamega one, for example. Can you share that?
You see that one? It is those bills. Okay. They never came through the Office of the Attorney General. And we have a fully fledged legislative drafting department of highly competent Kenyans. Some of them 20, 30 years experience in legislative drafting. Very, very highly regarded even within the Commonwealth. But people want to bypass that because of, of course, partisan vested interests. No wonder. Later we come to hear about 104 billion project.
Are there people in cabinet who share the same views that you share, and they're currently in cabinet right now?
I don't know.
You must know.
You know, many of them are very timid. They will not want to. They don't want to speak. In fact, some of them don't want to pick my calls, even on WhatsApp. They are too scared. Many of the cabinet secretaries who are there, they don't want to pick my calls even on WhatsApp. They are too scared that they may be found to have spoken to me, you know. And I know some others who are telling me, please, just get somebody to call.
On your behalf.
On your behalf, then we can talk on the other. I mean, so what does that tell you? William Ruto has instilled such fear in the entire cabinet that people don't want to speak. And no, it is live and let live.